Chapter 1 The Whisper of Catastrophe. It was the year 2050, and the city of Sydney, Australia, bustled with vibrant energy. Benjamin Crane, a young man in his late 20s, found solace in the comforting embrace of his small apartment. The walls were adorned with anime posters, shelves filled with manga volumes, and a widescreen television playing the latest episode of his favorite series. Benjamin was an avid anime enthusiast, immersing himself in fantastical worlds to escape the realities of everyday life. His loyal companion, a male Bichon Frise named Ace, sat by his side, wagging his tail with joy as Benjamin's laughter echoed through the room. Ace had been his faithful partner since Benjamin adopted him as a puppy, a constant source of happiness and companionship. Together, they formed an unbreakable bond, taking on the world, one anime marathon at a time. As Benjamin swiped through his holographic tablet, scrolling through the latest news updates, an article caught his attention. The headline spoke of a growing threat, a new virus that had emerged, silently weaving its way into the fabric of society. His eyes widened as he read about the devastating impact it had already wrought in distant corners of the world. Intrigued and concerned, Benjamin delved deeper into the article, absorbing the details with a mix of apprehension and curiosity. The virus was unlike anything humanity had faced before, cunningly elusive and alarmingly lethal. Its rapid spread through global air travel and interconnected networks posed a dire threat, making it impossible to ignore. His mind swirled with questions and fears, but a sense of responsibility began to emerge from within Benjamin. He knew he couldn't remain isolated in his anime-filled haven forever. The real world beckoned, demanding his attention and action. With a determined look on his face, he turned off the television, gently patted Ace's head, and prepared to step into the unknown. Outside his apartment, the city streets buzzed with life, oblivious to the looming catastrophe. People hurried about their daily routines, immersed in their own worlds. Unaware of the invisible enemy lurking amidst them, Benjamin felt a mix of urgency and trepidation, unsure of how to navigate this uncharted territory. The first signs of change emerged as he made his way to the local cafe, a popular gathering spot for fellow anime enthusiasts. The vibrant conversations that typically filled the air now carried an undertone of concern and speculation. Groups huddled together, discussing the virus's impact and sharing survival tips. Curiosity drove Benjamin to approach one such group, their animated gestures and worried expressions captivating his attention. They spoke of impending lockdowns, shortages of essential supplies, and the overwhelming strain on the healthcare system. Benjamin's heart sank as he realized the gravity of the situation and how it threatened the lives of countless innocent people. Returning home, Benjamin found himself torn between the allure of the virtual world and the pressing realities of the physical one. His gaze shifted to Ace, who looked up at him with unwavering loyalty as if urging him to make a choice. The decision was clear. He couldn't sit idly by while the world crumbled around him. With newfound determination, Benjamin switched off his holographic tablet, his anime collection now a reminder of the escape he once sought. He embraced the responsibility that lay before him, ready to confront the virus head-on and protect those he loved. As he set out to face the challenges that awaited, he knew that the adventures of anime would pale in comparison to the real-life battle he was about to enter. Chapter 2 Unyielding courage. Days turned into weeks, and the situation grew increasingly dire. The new virus tightened its grip on the world, casting a shadow of fear and uncertainty over Sydney. Benjamin Crane, fueled by newfound bravery, emerged as a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. The carefree anime enthusiast had transformed into a resilient defender, driven by a selfless determination to protect his loved ones. Benjamin dedicated his time to volunteering at local hospitals, assisting overwhelmed medical staff in any way he could. He donned a hazmat suit, embracing the stifling heat and discomfort, all while witnessing the devastating toll the virus took on patients. Each life lost fueled his resolve, solidifying his commitment to the battle against this relentless adversary. Late one evening, as Benjamin prepared to leave the hospital, an urgent call reverberated through the corridors. The intensive care unit was in crisis, with critically ill patients outnumbering available resources. Without hesitation, Benjamin rushed to the aid of the overburdened medical team, his mind focused on saving lives. Inside the ICU, Benjamin confronted a scene of heart-wrenching desperation. The air hung heavy with the stench of antiseptics and the echoing sound of weakened breaths. The walls were lined with patients struggling to cling to life, their eyes filled with a mix of fear and gratitude as Benjamin approached. Wasting no time, Benjamin dove headfirst into the whirlwind of chaos, assisting with emergency procedures, administering treatments, and providing much-needed comfort to those in pain. He disregarded his own well-being, pushing himself to the limits of exhaustion, knowing that every second mattered in this life and death struggle. As the days turned into nights, Benjamin became intimately acquainted with the virus's merciless nature. Friends and acquaintances fell victim to its silent grip, succumbing to its relentless assault on their bodies. Grief became a constant companion, but it only fueled Benjamin's resolve to fight even harder, his own life taking a backseat to the battle he waged. Despite the danger, Benjamin ventured into virus-ravaged neighborhoods, delivering essential supplies to those unable to leave their homes. Armed with protective gear and an unwavering spirit, he braved the deserted streets, defying the fear that had gripped the city. He carried hope in his hands, sharing it with every person he encountered, offering solace amidst the storm. In the midst of the crisis, Benjamin's anime-inspired resilience began to resonate with others. News of his selfless acts spread, and he became a symbol of courage and compassion. People began to rally around his cause, forming a united front against the virus. Together, they fought to protect their communities and restore a sense of normalcy. But the battle was far from over. As the virus mutated and evolved, growing more potent and elusive, Benjamin faced greater challenges. It seemed as though every step forward was met with 2 steps backward. Yet, his determination only intensified, and his fear for his own safety was gradually replaced by an unwavering commitment to the cause. Benjamin's once carefree nature had transformed into unwavering bravery. He stared death in the face on a daily basis, yet refused to back down. The safety of others had become his driving force, and his own life had become secondary. As he prepared to face the ever-intensifying storm, he realized that true courage is born from the willingness to sacrifice everything for the greater good. To be continued.